My first guest once married to Prince Andrew, Queen of England's second son. These days, of course, she's a spokesperson for Weight Watchers. She has a new book here called Dieting with the Duchess. Yes. Please welcome Sarah, Duchess of York. You look wonderful.
Thank you very much.
You look terrific. Is it rude to ask how much you've lost? You're not supposed to do that. Pardon my...
Well, no. When you join Weight Watchers, you don't have to disclose your weight loss.
You don't have to disclose?
No, you don't. But in your case, Jay, you know, because it's just between us and not between the entire world of watchers. Yes, I would say I'd lost about, I don't know, 25 pounds. 25? That's very good.
Well,
Yeah,
that's wonderful. That's very good. Well, I mean, how does it work? You know, did you... Was there one point where you said, that's it? I mean, was there like that one bite of cookie? Did you see yourself in the mirror? Did you look at a picture? I mean, what made you go, no, I'm starting right now. This is it. Or was there any one?
Well, it's not. I mean, every day is a bit of a struggle, to be honest, Jay, and I really have to watch it. Yeah. So, because I just love eating. And so I don't think there was ever one day. It was just the sort of build-up. But I will say that I do eat off the children's plates all the time.
Okay. Now, I recognize a story in your book. I think you mentioned us. You talked about being late for a American television show. Because I remember this. I mean,
do you remember?
And how does this relate? You're talking about stress?
Stress. Well, what I'm talking about is that I knew I was running late. I had to be with you on time. I had to sit in this chair, talk to you, and all this other stuff.
Right.
And what happened is that the more the airlines got later and I got later, and the more stress, normally I would turn and eat. And this time I didn't.
So that's how you would handle stress, by eating?
Absolutely. Bereavement, grief, stress, everything. Just
Any excuse.
Any excuse.
Right.
Any excuse.
Well, let me ask you a question. Suppose you met a guy and he goes, you know, I really like you, but you're a bit skinny.
Oh, I'd love that.
No, but there are men. I think one of the great secrets of America is there are men that do like women a little bit chunky. You know, it gets very cold in the winter. You need half a dozen of those skinny little things. You know what I mean? I mean, you need, you know, right? I mean, it's true. I mean, I see, like when Oprah or somebody does these big, beautiful shows, and I know a lot of men that go, you know, my girlfriend's too skinny. I don't want to tell her that. I mean, would you like that, or would you rather stay the same? Suppose you met a man that you madly in love, and he goes, I just want you 40 pounds heavier. Would you do it, or would you stay thin?
Well, firstly, I love that.
No, well, but aren't there guys like that? Yes, thank you. I mean, yeah.
All right. Well, firstly, okay. Most important thing, and here we go, being super intense. But the most important thing is you've got to love yourself as yourself. First thing you do is you've got to love yourself. If you love yourself, then you'll shower love outwards.
Yeah, but it's more fun when you're loving somebody else at the same time.
Well, I mean, but the thing is that actually, yeah. Okay, I would not put on 40 pounds for my man, no.
Really? If he said, oh, honey, I'm sorry, I've met this wonderful, extremely obese woman, I'm leaving her for you. Suppose he said, but I love you 40 pounds heavier. Like Italian guys, they love with the cheeks and the whole thing.
But that's fantastic. That's absolutely right.
But you wouldn't do it. You wouldn't do it.
No. But if he wants that, then he's welcome to go off and get somebody who does want that.
Wow.
Or whatever.
Wow. So you would, that's it. You're not
I can tell you, to lose this weight has been such a battle that I am here. I'm here.
So this is it to stay. The man must take you as you are.
Really?
So what you're saying...
Girl power.
You're telling a man, you either take me thin or attractive, or get out. Now, you write about crazy...
I don't think I'm thin, anyway. But anyway.
I think you're thin.
Thank you.
What, do you think you're, like, overweight?
Well, no, I think that if you saw me in a bikini now, you know, you might say, oh, yeah, she's still got a few chunky bits.
You know, I would have to do that. You know, after the show, let's see you in a bikini, and I will, you know, because I would not want to make a judgment without actually doing it. Chunky bits, I like that.
Chunky bits, yeah.
But see, a lot of guys like those chunky bits. You know, it's fun to, if the girl keeps quivering after you stop moving. I mean, there's something to that.
Yeah, it's sort of like, it's sort of like ferrets in a bag, I call it.
No, but you gotta have that little, there's gotta be a little jiggly thing there. You don't want to go, ow, and break your hand.
My girls love it when I do the wobble, actually.
Yeah, that's all right. That's not so bad. Now, what's the dumbest diet you've been on? Have you been on any that just...
you name it, I've done it. But meat and oranges was really good.
No, wait a minute. Meat and oranges? How is that a diet?
Yes, yeah, meat, just meat and oranges and 5 cups of liquid a day. That's it. No greens, nothing.
So you have a steak with an orange next to it. Do you put butter on your orange? How does that work?
Absolutely nothing. That is it. And you know what? 28 pounds in 4 weeks. Yes, great. But then it went straight back on again. I had migraines. I was nightmare to be with. I was bad-tempered. You can imagine what I looked like.
Well, that's, I never even heard of
I know,
that
it was
diet.
dreadful. And you had to have injections of goodness knows what, and slimming pills, and everything else.
Now,
so I've done it. That's why I'm with Weight Watchers.
Now, did the British press go after you now for being obsessed with health and
Oh,
being
yes,
fit?
they think I'm talking psychobabble.
But it does, you know, I must say, there's something about the British press. They don't seem to like success. No, it's not, but you know, it's not you, because almost every British person that has come over, like I had Kate Winslet on the show. Now, here's a girl, local girl, essentially. She's from England.
Yeah.
She comes to America. She's in the biggest movie in the history of the world, and the English press is saying she's fat. I mean, they didn't say she was successful, but she wasn't fat at all. I mean, she wasn't skinny, but I mean, she was very pretty. I would never think of her as being. I remember she was a little upset because the press was just hammering her. Oh, she's the Titanic, you know, and they're calling her all these horrible. They're calling her these horrible names. And I mean, do you think it's you, or do you think they do it to everybody?
I think there's this syndrome in Britain where they shower a lot of negativity on people, and for some reason I don't know why they do it. I mean, they should have learnt their lesson, because a lot of the British public buy the newspapers with the negativity in it, and they should have learnt from Diana. They felt guilty after she died because she was the one, you know, they're in the press. They bought the newspaper. They wanted to see her, you know, in pain or whatever else, you know.
Right.
And then when she died, they all went, oh dear, we shouldn't have, you know, we shouldn't have bought the newspapers when they were being so mean. And now it's exactly the same. It's this negativity. I mean, in America, it's just so different because people say, okay, well done, keep going.
Yeah,
in Britain, it's, oh, shut up and sit down and don't do that.
Yeah, it almost seems like a noble failure is better than a success.
You're absolutely right,
you know?
Jay.
Now, I know you hosted a talk show in Britain. Did you like doing this? Was it fun?
I would really admire you because it's very, very difficult. People think it's easy. It's difficult.
Yes and no.
Well, you've been at it for a long time.
I mean, do you like it? Was it fun?
Adored every minute of it. Yeah, I loved it. And I had to learn how to do auto cue. I had to learn everything. And
now, auto cue?
Oh, what do you call it?
I don't know.
When you read off the thing.
Oh, meaning a teleprompter or cue cards.
A cue card. Yeah, okay.
And I'm dyslexic, so it's really worse. I'll go. The housewife said today. And it's the White House. So.
But it was really good.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it. But the one thing I've got to remember is you're mic'd. I always forget I'm mic'd.
You can't do that.
No.
Yeah, because sometimes you go, that guy was a jerk.
I know. And in the green room they go.
Have you done that?
Oh, yes.
Did you do that? Oh, yes. Without naming names, or name names. What did you do? What did you say?
No. I went there.
What was the mistake that you made? What did you say?
I just sort of said something like, oh, for heaven's sake, I wish the director would stop bossing me about. I mean, honestly, and then started to say a few other things.
Oh, I see. You know what's worse is when you get up and you run to the men's room and forget you have the mic on.
Oh, really?
And the audience is like this, ooh, ooh. You know, that's even worse. That's worse. So that's not quite so bad.
But I really enjoy doing that.
Yeah, well, come here and do it again.
Yeah, well, I got.
There's a great photo of you in here. Show that photo of you at 2. There you go. Look. Tomorrow. The book is called Dieting with the Duchess. It's always fun to see you. Thanks for coming back. Yeah. And you look great. Don't lose any more weight. You look great.
Thank you very much.
We're right back with Roberto Benigni right after this.